287 million people are illiterate in India, and this is 37% of the global total. Every 11th child in India is a victim of child labor. Over 10.1 million kids are working in various industries to support their families. Less than half of India's children between the age of 6 and 14 go to school. Over the one-third of the children who enroll in grade 1 reach the grade 8. And at least 35 million children aged 6 to 14 years do not attend school. 53% of the girls in the age group of 5 to 9 years are illiterate. And don't you think so that this ratio declined during pandemic? So to solve this issue, there is a fourth goal of SDG, which is quality education. So how is this goal can be the solution, and what are the targets set under this goal? How India is working for this, and most important, what you can do. Hi, I am Rakshita and you are watching triple.com. First, we need to understand the difference between literacy and education. Literacy is about acquiring the skills and learning, while education is about applying these skills and learning from benefit to other people. Means every literate person cannot be called an educated person, and education is that leading factor which affects all other factors like employment, poverty, hunger, health, etc. So let's discuss the target under the fourth goal of SDG. First is free and primary and secondary education. Means by 2030 ensures that all girls and boys complete free, equitable and quality primary and secondary education, leading to relevant and effective learning outcomes. Second is everyone have access to quality early childhood development care and pre-primary education so that they are ready for primary education. On fourth number, there is equal access for all to affordable and quality technical, vocational and tertiary education, including university. Then substantially increase the number of youth and adults who have relevant skills, including technical and vocational skills for employment, decent jobs and entrepreneurship. Fifth is eliminate gender disparities in education and ensure equal access to all levels of education and vocational training for the vulnerable, including the person with disabilities, indigenous people and children in vulnerable situations. Sixth goal ensures that all youth and substantial proportion of adults, both men and women, achieve literacy and numeracy. Seventh goal ensures that all learners acquire the knowledge and skills needed to promote sustainable development, including, among others, through education for sustainable development, sustainable lifestyle, human rights, gender equality, promotion of culture of peace and non-violence, global citizenship and appreciation of cultural diversity and of culture's contribution to sustainable development. These are 7 targets under quality education. But there are 3 more targets which classified in A, B and C. So fourth A is build and upgrade education facility that are child, disability and gender sensitive, provide safe, non-violent and inclusive and effective learning environment for all. Fourth B is substantially expand globally the number of scholarships available to developing countries, in particular least developed countries, small islands, developing states and African countries for enrollment in higher education, including vocational training and information and communications technology, technical, engineering and scientific programs in developed countries and other developing countries. And the last and the fourth C is increase the supply of qualified teachers, including through the international cooperation for teachers training in the developing countries, especially least developed countries and small island developing states. For fulfilling the goal and targets, there are some schemes of government. Those are the flagship government scheme Sarva Shiksha Abhiyan in aim to achieving the universal quality education education for all Indians and is complemented in this effort by targeted schemes on nutritional support, higher education and teacher training, national programs and education for all girls at elementary education NPEGEL, midday meal scheme, right to education RTE Act, बेटी बचाओ बेटी पढ़ाओ, कस्तूरबा गांधी बालिका विद्यालय, scheme for infrastructure development in minority institute IDMI. So, do you want to live in the world with the educational opportunities available to all? But what you can do? First, you can start by yourself. Get a proper education, educate your child and tell your friends and family to do it same. Make donation to NGOs, and if you can't, then you can also give your time and you can go to slum areas and teach to the children. You can also help the maid works in your house. Make contribution to their children education. Sponsor a child in a developing country through primary education, and there are many things to do if you want. Former President of South Africa, Nelson Mandela, once said, "Education is the most powerful weapon which you can use to change the world." To get know more about SDG, click on I button. And for getting know about the next goal of SDG, which is gender equality, keep watching triple.com.